Hi everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Kamen Rider Blade. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Okay, so I'm going to go for a kind of an action pose. Ooh, I got to leave room for his big old head, right? Okay, let me try to make this a little bit bigger. Maybe like that. Bring him down like this. Yeah. Ooh, let's do that. I like that. Gonna extend that up a little bit. Gonna do stick that leg out. Gonna kind of a jumping pose. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I almost asked how's yours coming out, but hey, you know what? You're just starting this too, right? Okay. Yeah, and how about we do kind of a, let's see. This arm's up, there's that, then we're gonna do something like that. We'll just do this hand up like that. There you go, something like that. We'll do almost the same thing, but out with this one. Yeah, and so this, I don't know if you can actually see what I'm doing. Probably not. I mean, this is all for me. But if you can see what I'm doing too, I kind of draw sticks where I think one part, either the front or the back, is going to go, and then I can see the rest of it coming out. So, you know, you got to learn your anatomy, and you just got to throw shapes down. I mean, the appropriate shapes. Throw shapes down that will get you there, and then you can, you know, refine it. Now, I've got his arms raised up a little bit, so that means the shoulder is going to be raised just a hair, just a skosh. And so that means I need to account for that when I'm doing this sketch. There we go. So I'm gonna kind of, they're gonna, you know, if it's down like this, they're gonna kind of raise like this. So I kind of have to take those shapes and reshape them. All right, there we go. It looks pretty good. I like that. Okay, so now that I have the basics, I can start adding definition. And you want to always get your definition in first, because let's see, if it's like this, they're going down, down. Okay, you don't want to fall off the page, or, you know, if that's not important to you, go for it. Don't worry about it. But because I want to get the entire thing on the page and make sure I fit it correctly, I gotta make sure that I have all the pieces into play. And so I have to take the details and make them fit in the position that I'm placing them. So what is this one supposed to be? Because I've talked about this before, that I've kind of fallen out with a lot of the Kamen Riders, so I don't know every single one of them. And I'm kind of working backwards too. I started with the most recent and worked my way back. But I know that some of them are toys, some of them are shapes. And, oh, he's got a sword, huh? Let's see, I'm gonna have to put it just hang out to the side like this. That might be my answer. What I'm asking right now is, you know, some of them are toys that they don't morph. I was about to say morph into stuff, but that's not what I meant. They can be, like, I know he carries stuff on his belt. I guess that could be used as weapons and vehicles and stuff like that. So I was curious what this one was. I mean, I guess it's in the name, huh? Maybe I should really pay attention to the fact that his name is Blade, dum-dum. It's about a sword. That makes more sense. Alright. This one's flowing pretty well. Alright. Ooh, he's got very particular boots. That's pretty cool. I like that. Let's see. Alright, so let's see if I can capture that over here too. I got this leg a little long, but that's okay. Very stylized, very dramatic, especially when he's jumping like this. Maybe I'll shrink it up just a little bit. Like that. Okay, so yeah, so give me a second to try to get this right. Let's see, this is going to come down to here. Ooh, this is like a braid. Let's see, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, then a fourth one down here, something like that. That'll work. To his ankle. Gonna do those pieces. 1, 2, 3, fourth one is that. Alright, cool. I like that. That's pretty awesome. It's a cool character. I like this one. Alright, so for the sword, since it's pretty much just off to the side here, I'll try to put some detail in, but again, I only can go by the pictures and I don't know what everything is. So I'm just gonna have to do something like that. Okay, it's a shame because yeah, he's Blade, right? That's his blade. And I don't know what it is. Oh, there's a good picture. There's one. Okay, hang on. I'll come back to that. That's what I'll do. Alright. Alright, so let's see. Let me draw the details on this arm. And this one is going to be foreshortened. So it's kind of facing you. Let's see. And it's going to be like... Okay, so I got to think about how... If they're going down, down, down. Okay, something like that. Okay, he's got the bracelet over there. The big old gold bracelet. Okay. Not bad. Alright, let me draw something for the face real fast. Big old bug eyes. Ooh, I like that it's got kind of the old school Kamen Rider, like the grasshopper, like the mouth, you know, the monster mouth looking thing. I like that. I might have to do that with color. Alright, and you know what? I think also too, maybe this mech stuff inside of his head, maybe I should do that with color too. I'll draw some of it just to see, and we'll decide as we get there. Because I think we're ready to go. I'm going to start erasing some of these sketch lines, because all I really need are the confidence lines. Yeah, let's do that. Let's start erasing, then we're going to welcome everybody that skipped, and get going. Gotta do this lightly because what I want are the confidence lines, not the sketch lines. And as I was sketching out, getting ready, I was not working with confidence. They were just throwing lines down till I got there. And the more confident I got, the darker my lines got. So those will be harder to erase. So if I'm erasing lightly, sketch lines will disappear, confidence lines will stick around. So we're going to work with confidence, we're not going to work with sketchiness. That's how I want you to live your life. Confidence, not sketchiness, alright? Awesome. Okay, here we go. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but the pen's a little finer than the fine point. It can find things that the fine point can't quite find. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased a majority of it, but left myself a nice little guide that I can use to guide me. And I'm going to start with the Sharpie pen to get a little bit of the fine detail. I can control the line width much better. I'm going to start with the eyes and work my way out. So I'm going to draw those big old round bug eyes. And they're not going to be perfect, and I'm okay with that. I'm going to try. I'm most certainly going to try. But I'm not worried about perfectness, because that's not even a word. Alright. And they don't have to be perfectly round. I mean, mine actually came out a little more perfectly circular than I imagined. I want them a little more a little more oval, but that's okay. I'm going to work with this. So I'm going to build off of this. He's got his little eyepiece in the center, whatever this is. I'm going to come around and build off of that. And let's see. Let's go ahead and draw the mouthpiece, and then we'll build off of that. So I'm going to come in here and do this. Come in here and do this. And then I can draw the chin. I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to come up to the side of the face. And I'm also going to start to thicken up the edges too, because when I get to this Sharpie, it's going to be super thick. So I'm trying to match what's going to happen eventually. You don't have to. I just, from experience, from using these Sharpies, I just like to get ready for what's going to happen. Alright, let me reconnect this line real fast. And I'm going to go ahead and draw the shape of the face. Come out here, something like that for the ears. Same thing like that. Okay, and before I draw the roundness of the head, I think I'm going to do his little center point. And I was talking about this in the sketch, and I'm trying to decide if I'm going to add all the detail in his face or do that with color, because it's such a unique look to it that it's almost like if I do it with grays, it'll be more subtle and stand out. But I kind of want to do it now. So let's see what we can do. Let me clean this up, sorry. Oops. Alright. Okay, so let me add his... I want to make sure I get the mouth right. Let me do the mouth first. There, I wanted to make sure I get that, because if I work my way down, I didn't want to miss that. See, like I didn't want to keep going and then realize I'm drawing way down here. There you go. I'm gonna leave the middle ones for color, and then I'm gonna just do the chin. Like that. I'm going to draw his little eyepieces like this. Like that. And here, let's do this for the center. We're going to go ahead and do like this. There you go. Let's not attach them. Let's not attach them, and that'll kind of draw like a subtle look to the shapes that are in there. Because, like I said, it's a really cool looking metal look. And I think if we do something like that, it'll be like subtle. It won't be super screaming Sharpies. That, just subtle lines. Okay? And I'm not even going to draw the center either. I'm going to let light take care of that. Or color, again, like white for that edge would be really good. So, now that I got that, I'm going to move on to the big Sharpie and start building. So I'm going to draw the rest of his head, and I wanted to build from here, come around and go up, and see how thick that is? That's where I want to try to match to make it look all together. Like that. Alright, awesome. How's yours looking? Cool. Alright, so let's continue. I've got him turned slightly like this so I can draw his collar over here. So see, it's off to the side just a little bit. You see a little bit of his neck, and that means the top of it is going to be like this. And so let's draw the chest piece. Chest, not chess. All right. So you see that little bump that I did there? That was for the edge that I wanted to define, but I want to do that with the small Sharpie real fast. So it's got like a certain depth layer to it. Let's see, let's come up here like this. Let's do the other side kind of like that so I don't forget. It's gonna come up here and do that. So same thing. Dot connect them. This. And so like I said, it's got a certain 3D layer look to it, so I'm going to come up here, add another layer like that, just to kind of show that it's a little bit 3D. It's got depth to it. This one you can't see as much because it's the way he's turned. But the centerpiece here, we're going to go ahead and come in here and do this. I'm kind of doing both sides so I don't forget, and also it helps me to kind of get a look of symmetry that I'm doing both sides together. Okay, and again, it's got like a small, if you can do it, like a small 3D layer look like that, giving it just depth and dimension. If you can't, no big deal, don't worry about it. It might be too confusing too, so that's okay. All right, I'm gonna come in here and just do one of these. There we go. All right, so back to the big Sharpie. So I've got his arms raised, so that means his shoulder pads are going to be raised as well, because when your arms are up, your shoulders are the muscles just have to move up. They got to go somewhere, and so they're lifting everything up. So his shoulder pad, I'm going to have it like this. And it's just the way that it is. Let's do both of them actually. The way that it is, you can only see so much of it because of the way it's raised up. Like you can see a lot more of this top, but you can't in this position. So I'm just going to do something like that. Okay. Same thing over here. We're just going to kind of draw like a center line. Perfect. How's yours coming? Cool. All right, so let me do the edges of this piece real fast, and that'll also help us with start-stop points. And I'm kind of doing some bumps because it is connected pieces. They're like squares, so let's do this. Show you why in a second. Okay, so like that. It's a little more detailed than that. So if you can fit this in, we're just going to do something like this. If you can't, don't worry about it. See, even I can. I run out of room on that side too. So. Just little details like that's going to make it stand out, but again, it's also going to slow us down. So at least I got places that I can start and stop. So now that I've got that, this arm it's foreshortened on the bicep here. So if his arm was like this, it's now going to be like this and bent up. So that part is foreshortened. It's long, but it's foreshortened, so you're not going to see it as much. Okay? I know I got it backwards. I should be doing it like this. So we're gonna draw the, let's see, he does have like an armband that I'm gonna draw like that. And I'm gonna draw his forearm coming through like this. I'm gonna stop there because there's that metal piece. But I just wanted to do that so you can see what I'm talking about, that the muscles are kind of shortened, foreshortened is what it's called. So see, there's the bicep right there, but it's it's like this, so you can't see how long it is, basically. That's what you got to think about. Okay, so let me draw his little pieces for his arm here, his little cool band. Do I got to go in the right way? I almost feel like I got it going backwards. No, I got to go in the right way. So that means his arm's going up like this, but he's also got that bracelet on. Like that. And let me add some, hang on. Let's do the hand and then I'll add the detail, because we need to kind of define a few things with it as well. So I'm going to draw the back of the hand to the pinky, like that. There's the inside of the hand. And this is going to be the thumb, okay? I'm just kind of giving you an idea of where we are and what you should be drawing. So since I've got his hand, just both of them are pretty much going to be doing that, kind of in a fighting stance. So I'm going to draw his pinky, like this, ring finger, like that. The rest of them are pretty much just going to be back behind themselves, but the thumb is going to be in front of that, okay? Like that. There we go. And he's got a little nubbin stubby thing back there. So let me add some detail with the smaller Sharpie. I just like to draw like hand creases and folds. Let's see, he's got little studs in his bracelet here, and I guess there's another layer to it like that, or edges. Let's see. Again, there's creases and fold in his material. On his cloth there. Let's see, some studs here. Alright, there's one arm down. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing over here, but just facing out. So his shoulder's up, so that means his material's bent a little bit. His bicep's going to be like this, coming down into the crook of his arm. There's the elbow. Like that. A little bit big. It could have been smaller, but that's okay. I'm not worried about it. All right. I like to, like I said, draw creases and folds where there's stress on the cloth. All right. So same thing we did over here. We're just going to draw his arm up. He has an armband over here. That'll break that up. Let's do this. Not perfect. Could have been better. Something like that. Didn't plan it out as well. That's okay. That is all right. We'll do the studs like that. Oh, you know what? Also, we're going to do that little line like we did over there. All right. Okay. So his forearm to his little metal pieces there. We're going to draw up to that. Does it go around? No, it closes off. So, I'm going to do this. Because it kind of wraps around, but it doesn't connect here on this middle part. So now I can do the forearm and up to the bracelet like we did there. Oh, nope. I was about to do the detail, but no. Let's do just like we did over there. Same thing, hand and then detail. So, back of the hand, the pinky, the ring finger, oops, a little pointy there, middle finger, index finger, thumb, like that, okay? Alright, I know it's a little blank, but we're going to add some detail now. So, again, let me some detail here. And that'll kind of break it up and clean it up, make it nice and pretty. All right. Yeah, I don't want to add the detail on this. I want color to take care of that detail. All right. So now we're going to draw his legs. Oh, I guess down to his belt is what I'm going to draw. So there's his chest. Same thing. And his belt, I'm going to do a little something like this. Okay. And let's see, there's all those little extras and accoutrement. That's a little shaky. We'll go ahead and try to clean it up like that. Let me add some extra detail, and then I'll throw the sword in his sheath as much as I can. I was talking about this during the sketch that I didn't have a good picture, but I found one, so I can use that to kind of guide me into the look of it. Alright, so let me go back to that picture real fast. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, there we go. So it's not exact, it's not perfect, but I'm just going to kind of do something like this. Let me... Sorry if I'm going to get quiet here, but I'm going to concentrate. I'm trying to get it as close as I can because I know it's got like his cool little insignia with the spade, right? Is that what he is? His little card sign. But that's kind of the trick, is that I don't know. I'm just kind of going by what I can find on the pictures, and hope I get it close enough, you know? Okay, so something like that. Close it off. Sit there. Then it's going to come to a point. Alright, something like that. You're looking at it from the top view, so that's why it looks that way. Alright, so now we're just going to draw his legs, and so it's pretty much just material down to his knees. So I'm going to bend some creases and folds like that, and then he's got those studded binders. That's what they are. They're binders because they're not really holding anything. They're just binding his legs. Like usually, people draw these really silly pockets and pouches and things like that. But no, these are just binding his legs. That's it. That's all they are. Alright. But they look cool. You know, I don't mean to say that's all it is. You know, I'm trying to say they're not there to hold anything up besides, I guess, his legs together. Okay. We'll do some more down here in a second. I just want to go ahead and continue and connect a few things. So his crotch is going to be right about there. And I'm going to go ahead and draw some creases and folds because when your legs are spread like this, you're stretching your material. And it's also good to kind of draw bends just to make it come alive, you know, just to stress that it's cloth. It's not armor or metal pieces. Okay, so his legs are coming down. Same thing to the next little piece here. And now remember, all this is sketched out. So I'm not just drawing willy or nilly. I'm actually drawing to the next part of my sketch. So while it looks like it's floating, it's all planned. It's supposed to be there. And see how, like, all mine aren't perfect, like it touches there and it doesn't touch there? That's okay, no big deal. I'm not worried about that. Don't worry about your picture being perfect or if you got it exactly like mine. This is just a guide to show you, look, try this and try that, and let's see where we go, you know? Okay, so for the legs, I'm going to come down here to the knees. I'm going to draw his little stylized knee pads. We'll go ahead and connect it in here like that. Oops, I'm getting too crazy. I accidentally bumped through like that. So let's see if we can fix that, or at least do something with it. Okay. The bumps, yes, there are like studs holding that together. Okay. Awesome. Let's finish this leg, then we'll do that one too. So this one's gonna have tack like that down to the ankle, and then there's those big things. I don't know exactly what they are, but they're over his ankles here, and his front legs are pretty much like that. So we're gonna just be drawing like this. Connect it down there like that. The front of his shoe is gonna have more over, instead of laces, he's got like these little, not really protectors, what are they called? Front pieces. I don't know what we're gonna call them. Okay, so let me connect a few things here. Protectors, lace protectors, they look metal, so okay, again, oops, I should be using a big Sharpie. Creases and folds just to show that it's cloth. Okay, let's do this other leg here. So, this one's going to come down the knee pad like that. And I'm kind of drawing where the knee pad would be wrapped around too. You're not just going to see that part. I'm drawing like the straps. Let's draw. That. Again, a little bit of creases and folds here, just to show that it's cloth. Alright. Let's see. So now we're going to draw like that, but the front. So basically, it's going to come down here. And ooh, I drew that a little bit long. Let me shorten that up a little bit. So I'm going to draw the first piece like this. Then the next piece, kind of like a braid. You gotta kind of look at it that way. It's coming down like that. Right, that's gonna come this way. This one like that. This one right, down, down, and then down like that. Okay, so now I'm going to draw his shoes, and we're going to draw the little things like that. They're a little bit out. They should have been in, but that's okay. I am happy with where I am. Okay, and then I'm going to draw the front of the shoe. It's kind of down at an angle, so all you really see is the point. That, because we're looking at the top view basically. Alright. Okay, and connect a few things here. Draw some creases and folds just to show the stress on the cloth. Alright, there you go. Now, I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is Blade. Wait, last thing. I just got to add just some creases and folds, just to show there's stress there. And there you go. I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is Kamen Rider Blade. So here's my colored version. You can color it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures with how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.